Have you ever met a man who couldn't stop talking about himself? His money? His strength, his intelligence, or his so-called greatness? Yet the more he spoke, the smaller he actually seemed. It's strange, isn't it? The louder someone tries to prove their worth, the more insecure they reveal themselves to be. And long before psychology even had a name for this, Alexander the Great had already figured it out. Alexander, the conqueror of nations, the man who ruled most of the known world before the age of 30, once said something that echoes through time. A stupid man always says 4 things about himself: what he will do, what he has done, what he possesses, and what he believes. At first glance, it seems like a simple quote, but when you dig deeper, it's a mirror reflecting the modern man's hidden weakness. So let's break it down, not like a lecture, but as a story of pride, wisdom, and the danger of over-talking. 1. What he will do. The delusion of future glory. There's a certain type of man who's always talking about what he will do. I'll start that business soon. I'll get in shape next month. I'll travel the world once I save enough. But months turn into years, and those words remain only words. Alexander knew this kind of man. He saw countless soldiers who bragged about future victories but froze when battle came. A truly wise man doesn't talk about what he will do. He simply does it, because talk is a comfort blanket. It gives the illusion of progress without the pain of discipline. Look around today, in coffee shops, online forums, social media. There are men writing endless plans about the future. But where are the results? Alexander understood that real power doesn't announce itself. It's quiet, strategic, and relentless. So the next time you catch yourself saying what you will do, pause. Ask yourself, am I saying this to convince others or to avoid action? A Stoic man like Marcus Aurelius would remind us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be 1. 2. What he has done, the echo of the past. Then there's the man who lives entirely in his past victories. He's always reminding others of what he's already done. He keeps replaying old stories like faded trophies on a dusty shelf. Alexander once said that after conquering Persia, he felt sadness, not pride, because he realized that the past is a dead land. You can visit it, but you can't live there. A stupid man says, I once led a team. I used to be great. I was the best in my class. But greatness that needs to be spoken has already faded. The wise man, however, carries his achievements silently. He lets his actions echo louder than his voice. It's not arrogance that defines the strong, it's composure. Because if you're still talking about your old wins, maybe it's because you haven't created new ones. So remember this, what you've done means nothing if you're not still growing. The past can inspire you, but it should never imprison you. So are what he possesses. The illusion of worth. The third thing a foolish man constantly mentions is what he possesses. You've seen it. The man who shows off his car, his clothes, his gadgets, his wealth. But deep down, he's not trying to impress others. He's trying to convince himself that he matters. Alexander the Great, despite owning an empire, once slept on the cold ground next to his soldiers. He didn't see possessions as power. He saw discipline as power. In modern times, men have replaced swords with iPhones and thrones with followers. They think the more they show, the more they're respected. But the truth is the opposite. The Stoics believed that the more you rely on external things to define your worth, the more fragile you become. Because anything external can be taken away. Money, fame, possessions, but your character remains. The quiet man who owns little, but commands respect through his presence, alone is far richer than the man who owns everything yet needs validation from strangers. So stop advertising your possessions. Let your humility speak louder than your wealth. Because as Alexander knew, even kings die with empty hands. 4th, and what he believes, the echo chamber of ego. And the final thing a foolish man never stops talking about is what he believes. You'll hear him say, I believe this is right. I believe people should respect me. Or I believe the world owes me something. But belief without wisdom becomes arrogance. A man who constantly declares his beliefs isn't trying to share truth. He's trying to impose his ego. Alexander once debated a philosopher who claimed to know all truths of the world. After listening patiently, Alexander said, if your truth needs so many words to prove it, perhaps it isn't truth at all. That's the essence of wisdom. The wise don't need to declare what they believe. Their actions reveal it. Beliefs are like swords, they should be carried with strength, not waved in every direction. When you're truly grounded, you don't need to explain your values and you embody them. So when you feel the urge to prove your intelligence, your faith, or your principles, and stop, ask yourself, am I speaking truth or protecting my ego? Because Alexander's wisdom wasn't about silence alone. It was about power and restraint. The deep lesson: silence is strength. Alexander's quote may sound ancient, but it's timeless. In today's world of endless noise, everyone talking, posting, bragging, the silent man becomes magnetic. The man who doesn't need to say what he will do, what he has done, what he owns, or what he believes becomes mysterious. And that mystery commands respect. Because silence doesn't mean weakness, it means focus. It means your energy is directed toward doing, not declaring. Alexander died young, but his wisdom didn't. His legacy wasn't built on the words he spoke. It was built on the results he created. So remember this, the stupid man announces. The average man explains. But the wise man simply acts. And when he does speak, his words carry the weight of 1,000 actions behind them. Conclusion: the eternal wisdom of restraint. At its core, Alexander's lesson isn't just about speech, it's about ego. Every time a man feels the need to announce what he'll do, what he's done, what he owns, or what he believes, he's revealing something deeper. A silent insecurity, a lack of self-assurance. But the truly strong man, he doesn't waste his breath proving anything. His actions speak for him. His silence intimidates, his composure inspires, and his discipline commands respect without demand. This is what Stoicism teaches. True power lies not in noise, but in control. Control of emotion, of reaction, and of words. Because words are cheap, anyone can speak them. But silence? That's a weapon only the wise can wield. So the next time you're tempted to prove your worth, remember Alexander's wisdom. Don't talk about it, live it. Let your presence be so grounded that even your silence tells your story. Because the stupid man seeks validation, but the wise man already knows who he is. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.